Stuff's footballing experts try to predict the outcomes of the two semi-final matches at the World Cup. Our experts nailed the quarter-final picks, getting all four results correct as Belgium stunned Brazil, France dispatched Uruguay, England were too good for Sweden and Croatia edged Russia. With the final four set, the ties have got all the more difficult to predict. Andrew Voerman, Ben Strang, Philip Rollo and Tony Smith will give it their best shot. Which teams will make the World Cup final? France v Belgium Wednesday, 6 am 3-2 France AETBS 3-1 Belgium PR 2-1 France TS 2-1 Belgium. France have looked confident in their abilities since they arrived in Russia, and while they haven't been as exciting as Belgium have, that shouldn't make you think any less of them. And they needed to, somehow trailing Argentina early in the second half in the round of 16, they found a higher gear. Kylian Mbappe and co will fancy having fun with Belgium's defense. Japan scored 2 against them in the round of 16 only to concede a third in the last minute. How Brazil didn't score 2, or more, in their quarter-final we'll never know. France should finally make their neighbours pay for their weakest link. AV Belgium are the most potent attacking force at the World Cup, which should take them a long way towards a very first World Cup final. With an attacking force featuring the likes of Eden Hazard, Kevin De Bruyne, Romelu Lukaku, and Dries Mertens, the Belgians are fearsome in the attacking third. They have scored 14 goals in 5 World Cup matches in Russia, while topping a group featuring fellow semi-finalists England, and knocking favourites Brazil out in the quarter-finals. At the other end, Belgium certainly could have been tighter defensively, but they're hardly leaking goals. They boast one of the tournament's best goalkeepers, and defenders playing at the world's top clubs, meaning they'll be ready to combat the likes of Kylian Mbappe and Antoine Griezmann. It's their all-round quality across the pitch and a tactical edge Roberto Martinez showed against Brazil that can see the Belgians through. BSENGLAND v Croatia Thursday, 6 am 2-1 Croatia BS 1-0 England PR 1-0 England TS 2-1 Croatia. While they too had to rely on a penalty shootout in order to reach the quarter-final, momentum is now with England after Gareth Southgate's men backed that up with a much more comprehensive 2-0 win over Sweden. The same can't be said for Croatia, who needed spot kicks to beat both Denmark and Russia, two of the less fancy teams in the knockout stages, just to reach the top 4. There are major question marks around the fitness of 3 of Croatia's starters, with right-back Šima Veselko limping off with an injury in extra time and the wounded pair of Mario Mandzukic and Daniel Subasic forced to soldier on when they had no substitutions left to make. Subasic in particular would be a massive blow as Croatia need all hands on deck to shut out Harry Kane, the leading scorer in the tournament. PR Croatia have a creative edge, with England lacking playmakers of Luka Modric and Ivan Rakitic's caliber. Modric, dodgy penalty attempts aside, has carried his Real Madrid Champions League form into the World Cup finals and remains at his peak at 32. Jordan Henderson wasn't able to shackle the Croatian captain in a Champions League final, but will have to shut him down if England are to advance to their first World Cup final in 52 years. Rakitic remains the ideal foil to Modric. A classic box-to-box midfielder, the Real Madrid star is a supreme passer and possessor of a powerful shot. England kept their first clean sheet in Russia against Sweden, but Gareth Southgate's back 3 will get a severe workout against Mario Mandzukic and the much-improved Ante Rebic, who could curtail Kieran Trippier's upfield forays. Croatia will be hoping the inspirational Daniel Subasic is fit for the semi-final. He's been one of the best keepers in Russia. England have struggled to score from open play in recent games, but Harry Kane is a perpetual threat. Liverpool's Dejan Lovren and the scary Domagoj Vida hold the key to containing the England captain. TSDO, you agree? Tell us who you think will win in the comments. Stuff promoted stories recommended by